Welcome back to the show, guys. The Supreme Court has just put trans children in danger again. Let me read this real quick from the Associated Press, and then I'm going to talk about it. So, first, be a doll, hit the like button, thank you. It says, Supreme Court blocks law against schools outing trans students to their parents in California. The Supreme Court, which is a majority conservative judges, a few of them appointed by Trump, cleared the way Monday for California schools to tell parents if their children identify as transgender without getting the students' approval, granting an emergency appeal from a conservative legal group. So the order blocks for now a state law that bans automatic parental notification requirements if students change their pronouns or gender expression at school. So the High Court majority sided with the parents and reinstated a lower court order blocking the law and school policies while the case continues to play out. So the majority wrote in an unsigned order that the parents who assert a free exercise claim have sincere religious beliefs about sex and gender, and they feel a religious obligation to raise their children in accordance with their beliefs. California's policies violate those beliefs and burden the free exercise of religion. So, let's talk about this. Sincere religious beliefs. So religious and political cultists are demanding schools to notify parents if their child either questions their gender identity or changes their gender identity in school. And if you look at this at surface level, you would think, yes, parents should be able to know this. But when it comes to cults, religious cults, this puts the trans child, in extreme danger, very dangerous situations. So we have to look at this at a deeper level. The Trevor Project, which conducts research on LGBT people, found that 28% of LGBTQ youth reported experiencing homelessness or housing instability at some point in their lives. And those that did had 2 to 4 times the odds of reporting depression, anxiety, self-harm, suicidal ideations, and attempting suicide compared to those that have stable housing. And when it comes to trans people, that number's even higher. 38% of trans people have experienced being homeless in their lifetime. So more than half, 55% of LGBT youth reported they ran away from home because of mistreatment or fear due to their LGBTQ identity. 40% of them reported that they were kicked out or abandoned due to their LGBTQ identity. And 35% of youth who are currently homeless reported a suicide attempt in the last year. So LGBTQ youth who reported past housing instability or current homelessness had more than 3 times greater odds of being physically threatened, abused, or abused due to their sexual orientation or gender identity. So how do we combat LGBT homelessness? The Trevor Project stated that strong anti-discrimination policies in the workplace and strong anti-bully and harassment policies in schools can be effective in helping LGBTQ youth stay connected to school and employment, increasing their skills and future earnings, and making it easier for them to maintain stable housing. Additionally, since family conflict around youth's LGBTQ identities is a driving factor in LGBTQ youth homelessness, Developing family counseling or mediation programs may be effective at decreasing conflict and keeping LGBTQ youth in their homes and connected to their families. So, strong anti-discrimination policies in schools are how we protect LGBTQ youth, which is exactly what California had done in this situation. They had to protect LGBT youth from their own parents because that's where the bullying, abuse, and discrimination was taking place, in the home. The Trevor Project also stated that a driving factor around youth homelessness is family conflict, meaning parents that are in religious or political cults are the real threat, the danger to these children. And in my experience, I believe the actual numbers on this could be even higher. I can't even tell you how many gay and trans people I have met that have experienced this in some way. And my own father disowned me because of my gender identity. So just, I'm a living proof of this. When it comes to counseling or therapy, radical religious cultists turn to conversion therapy. So if a child is outed to their parents, the child could be subject to forced conversion therapy, which is a dangerous practice that's actually illegal in many states. There is no science behind this practice. It's proven to be highly dangerous and abusive and results in even worse mental health outcomes. These conversion therapy camps are also not run by licensed therapists. So this is complete quack science that is literally abusing children and causing them to commit suicide. This is not a solution for LGBT people, which is why children end up running away from their own parents and become homeless. This abuse from religious cults and cultist parents affects children's mental health well into adulthood for years. So let's stop pretending that conservatives and Republicans actually care about these children, because these are the exact people that these children need to be protected from. These are the people who are disowning their children, their own children, due to their cult's beliefs. And their beliefs are not rooted in reality, science, evidence, or facts. America's delusions are the real threat here. Thank you guys for listening. Remember to like this, leave a comment, share this, get this out there. And I will be back very soon with more news. Bye.